Because but when you guys when you join us, that is what we expect you to talk on. Apart from that, let us look at how we can we shouldn't spoil this moment. I think that I'm trying to get a right phrase that this is at a point that we should be thinking that yes, no negatives, knock them out, concentrate on do our SWOT analysis. You understand? Our strengths. Exactly. Are the things that we should be concentrating on. All right, let's take. I think we have somebody on the line. Hello. Tunde, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Hello, Tunde.
Hello, Ken. Ken. Hello?
Tunde, are you there?
Ken, can you hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I want to make contribution on the discussion on the television.
All right, let's go on, Tunde.
Yeah. Concern. It has been the habitual mannerism of NSS to always have issues concerning bonus counties every time there's and nothing seems to be working out. Hello?
You go on. You're on. Go on.
Okay. But now I think FIFA should intervene on this issue of money. Each time there's a FIFA competition, I think FIFA should use their discretion in paying the players directly, not giving the money to NSS.
Okay.
Because we seem to be having issues concerning money only on African teams. I think anytime there's a competition, the money should go directly to the players. Whatever amount of money that's going to be given to them should be given to them directly.
Okay. I think that thank you for your contribution. I think what you have said is
that feasible?
But the truth is, I don't know how it will make us look. No, when you say players come and go, particular players at a particular point. We remember the Ulisse issue in 2002. The players qualified us for the World Cup. The governors then, I think they play in Port Harcourt, Governor Peter Odili and co. They got 17 million to give to the players, as dash them for qualifying. We are grateful. And then when it was time, they gave the money to the FA to keep for them. By the time the players, the players came back and said, okay, where's our money? They said the money is gone. And we remember that because of that, the players refused to play. They played just one friendly. I think they bought the Egypt friendly. They played one friendly before the 2002 Nations Cup in Mali. And that culminated in all the problems we had with all the players not going to the World Cup because the players were not tagged in discipline for demanding their rights.
At this point?
So my guys, Tunde just made this thing in Africa, but doesn't think it to be a slide for FIFA to be telling us, or let's say across board, give 25% of whatever we are bringing direct to the players. Do they have a right to tell us how we spend our money?
No, FIFA doesn't have a right to tell us how to spend our money. But as I said before Jimmy's contribution, we must actually have a template. There must be a template for development. And this is why you have these challenges with Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, to an extent, even Ivory Coast, although it was minimal at this tournament, but they've also had challenges. There must be a template. Right through under 13 to the Super Eagles, there must be something you get when you play matches, when you win, when you draw, when you lose, to take care of injuries generally. Now Michael Babatunde is injured, Leon Balogun is injured. Who is calling? Who is contacting these players?
Echejile have been injured.
Echejile is injured and he didn't go to this World Cup. I think there should be a compensation package for all of these people.
It would not be
that
way for FIFA to pay directly.
Exactly.
Players.
But I think they've insured. These players going. I don't know. They've been insured. They have insurance.
We don't know.
But I think they need to tell us if they've been insured. Because I know that in the league, at least, the Globe Premier League, they've been insured. So if this insurance come out to say, in case, like you said, you're injured, Rashid Yakini was injured right there when we played England. I think it was David Platt or somebody that injured him in that match in 1995. Immediately after the 94 World Cup. And he was injured. And then that almost sent his career to the bunker. Okay, let's come back to this World Cup. I don't know. The second match, Colombia-Uruguay. Uruguay lost their first match to Suarez. They lost the last match to Suarez. Is it all about Suarez?
I don't think so. I think they had good enough a team. But on the day, it had to be Colombia. It had to be James Rodriguez coming so good, fantastic player, playing as a playmaker. Yes, still.
James Rodriguez.
I mean, James Rodriguez.
Yeah,
you don't want to call him James.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
No. When you were hearing, I saw the name James, and then I didn't hear That is
you're wondering whether it was another player. It was actually James Rodriguez, fantastic player. Plays for AS Monaco. This is a player of the future. It's actually, I'm thinking, is he a player of the future or is already a mid-player? You don't come to the World Cup for the first time, score goals in all matches like that. Your conversion rate so powerful, so fantastic. I mean, this is one player you really have to watch out for. Already he's taking a claim for player of the tournament. You look at maybe Neymar, you look at maybe Messi, but James Rodriguez, fantastic player. Uruguay, some of the Uruguayans would actually feel if Suarez had been there, what could have been? But those questions cannot be answered now. It's unfortunate what happened to the Dracula. It's unfortunate.
We'll come to that. Let me come back to Larry. Larry, we saw Diego Forlan, 35 now or so, MVP in the last tournament.
Yeah.
And was it the pace that has left him the game? Is the game greater living, Diego Forlan?
Definitely, at that age, there's little you can actually impact, particularly when people like Cavani are trying to fire on all cylinders. Cavani didn't really come to this tournament, particularly apart from that penalty.
Was he just trying to score? He wasn't playing a team game. Apart from a cross, apart from one cross that he actually brought in.
He had so much to do. Apart from Luis Suarez, I don't think the Uruguayans particularly came to the party. Lugano and Godin especially, who came on as a captain in place of Lugano. But as you rightly said, Diego Forlan, I think this may actually be his last tournament at the world stage. Time for him to call quit on his career. 35 years old. I don't think he'll be able to represent Uruguay very well at the next World Cup when he'll be 39.
Okay, I'm still with you. The Suarez factor. Good afternoon. How are you? Hello. Go on. Good afternoon. Go on.
Hello, Ken.
Yeah, I'm here. Go on.
Concerning this bonus Buraha, the FIFA Secretary General had a press conference and said, next time he wants to see agreements between the FAs and the players, so that the money they will give to the doctor give to the players before they give the remaining to the FA. He has said it yesterday because of Ghana's problem. So somebody was saying that they don't have the power to do that. It depends on the agreement. You have to see the agreement between the players and the FCs.
All right. I will just talk about Larry says it's our money. I mean, we've ended. FIFA cannot tell us how we are going to spend our money.
You ask yourself this question. The Ghanaians love to
Jacob, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still there.
Okay.
There's one positive thing. This Samoa, he set a record for African players.
Appearances.
Goal scorer. And the record was by this man from Cameroon.
Ojamila.
Okay.
Jan has surpassed that one.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
All right. Thank you, Jacob, for giving us that particular information.
Yobo also set a record, equaling JJ Okocha's 9
appearances
at the World Cup. At the World Cup.
For Nigeria, for Africa?
For Nigeria, of course. For Nigeria. 9. So if he plays one more, he will go
there's something about the cash issue. Imagine that the Ghanaians love to be paid in cash. John Boy was actually pictured, kissing his cash, $3-point-something million being ferried in. You imagine the amount of tax that goes into bringing money for the Ghanaians. You imagine the amount of money that we would have paid for whatever the way they would have resolved the issue. The amount of money that was fed into Brazil from Nigeria, some of these things are things that we should start asking for accountability for. Because you imagine that you can't come into Brazil with more than $4,500. So
it's government, not you. Government came with the money.
It is well.
You went to Brazil, Jimmy, as an individual.
Yes.
This is government, Ghanaian government, Nigerian government.
Are you saying some of these issues we could not have resolved before leaving the shores of the country?
Anyway, Larry said this. We'll be talking about the structure of compensation. we're talking about like it's a defined compensation in this place. We have said let it be broad. We have said let it be evenly spread. We have said there should be no discrimination even between sports. You don't pay footballers $10,000 and then why you don't even give a grant for a year
that is
for people who are going to. And so we said that I think the present minister is saying he wants to look into it. Probably they will ask our own input. I should let them understand that if you are sharing Nigerian money, it's Nigerian money. But in this instance, the players earn this money. Those are two different things entirely.
Exactly.
It is not Nigerian money now. It is the money they earn for us. So by earning this money, what do they deserve to get? So those things also should, like you said, have the template and say, okay, fine. Like you said, in the first round, said I give it 30%. If you move into beyond the second round,
40%.
40%, 50%. At the point, if they win it 70%,
which is
70% of 35 million.
Which
can you multiply? I like multiplying here.
Money that will not come into my pocket. No.
I like multiplying it here. So, all right, gentlemen. That is today's match is Costa Rica taking on Greece, but before then it will be Mexico taking on Netherlands.
Fortaleza is hot. Anything could happen. Fortaleza is very, very hot. I think the Mexicans could have that advantage of playing in that particular kind of weather ahead of the Dutch team. A lot of people will actually look at the Dutch team and feel that they could go one ahead of them and do the magic, but we never can say the compactness of the Mexican team, the fact that they would acclimatize better to the weather could actually be an advantage also for Mexico. For me, it's a 50-50.